Yes, folks, and with that, a warm welcome here in bright sunshine. The weather is absolutely lovely, but the combination of sun and temperature doesn't quite match. We have 5 degrees, but it feels like 20. 5 degrees is ultra fresh. But still, today we have an update for you, and then we'll take a look at how the 4 plastic care products are performing. We have quite a wild mix today with the Sonax candidates. How does the whole system perform here after a week and about 280 kilometers? Well, we haven't driven that much in a week, but I just want to see how the 4 candidates are doing now. We had various options. We had the tire shine gel, we had the plastic protectant, we had the plastic detailer for inside and outside, and we also had the ceramic plastic or the ceramic plastic sealant. And now let's take a look at the back to see how it looks. And now in the shade, I can also take off my glasses, otherwise you can't see anything at all. Let's take a look. Here we go. I find so much fun in the morning. The sun is really low, so let's check everything out here. I parked in such a way that we don't have a direct angle of sunlight, but rather a nice shade. And now let's go in here. And then the camera will also manage to get the exposure just right. And you can already see what has happened. 2 things, or actually, regarding all 4 products. What I noticed first is that, in terms of the strongest product, the Tire Shine Gel still provides the strongest refreshment. I need to take a moment to let the camera adjust everything a bit in terms of brightness. The plastic protectant absolutely failed completely in the test. Maybe my bottle is also a bit too old. I will definitely test it again because I think it has been 2.5 years old now. It could be that it no longer had full performance. So I definitely want to start the test again. We'll include it in one of the later videos because this is really quite unusual for me. But I just have to mention that. That's why I didn't want to stop the test. The plastic protectant still has some slight traces, as you can see here. But it's not the case that the refreshment is still very, very strong here. You can still see it. Yes, it's still there. Look, but it has definitely weakened a bit. It's by no means completely gone, because you can see that quite well here. We'll also take a look at the resistance behavior shortly. But if you take a close look at the comparison now, I find that the Tire Shine Gel is more intense in color refreshment than the plastic protectant. For me, the plastic detailer is definitely the weakest. I need to help the camera a bit because the lighting is really difficult. The ceramic plastic sealant is still doing really, really well. I actually find it similar in color to the Tire Shine Gel on the right side. So I would say, if we give the camera a bit more chances, let's do it this way. Look here, you can clearly see that. In terms of color refreshment, the Tire Shine Gel is in first place, followed by the plastic detailer, and then the plastic protectant is really a bit behind, with the plastic detailer inside and outside also lagging a bit. But I have to say one thing about this. We will definitely test it with a completely fresh variant. I am concerned that it might already be a bit old. Not the product, but my bottle. Rinse it off nicely over the entire surface. You can clearly see where the sealant is applied. There is nothing on this part. Nevertheless, the plastic naturally brings a certain, in quotes, smoothness with it. Here, the plastic detailer works really, really well when you rinse off the dust. So, there is a very, very strong difference here. Very, very good still. Now we come to the plastic detailer for inside and outside. I have to say, I find it difficult. 1000. Here we have nothing. He is in that area, but I find it difficult to identify him like that. We have such light transitions here, but it is very hard to recognize them. But one can clearly see here that this is the plastic protectant. And we can see from the droplet shape and also from the formation of larvae that we have nothing on it. But with the plastic detailer, we also have exactly the same picture as with unsealed. So here, in terms of hydrophobia, it is definitely in 4th place. But we need to quickly take a look at the tire care. And here you can see that the tire care also looks good. And here we have the unsealed area again. Once a plastic surface has been properly cleaned, it exhibits what can be described as a really nice protective behavior. But here, you can clearly see the difference. Here it is sealed, and here it is not sealed. You can see it nicely in the larval formation. So from the repellent behavior, ceramic plastic sealant from the ceramic series, absolutely top. The plastic detailer for inside and outside is really more of a detailer for short-term color refreshment for me. I see it more for use in the interior, because in the exterior area we have, for example, here is the ceramic plastic sealant, as well as the plastic protectant and other items, and the Tire Shine Gel was somewhat part of the test. And I have to say, it really holds up very, very well. So, it's a nice thing. What I also wanted to do is go over it briefly with the wash mitt again. I want to test if there are any difficulties when we rub over it. 2001.
If we dry the roof again, whether there might be problems with the runoff behavior, beading behavior, and so on. So just a very, very quick wash. I just went over it a bit. And now let's take a look at it. But you can already see, look here. Laugh formation, and here less. Let's take another look at this. It's a very, very exciting thing. Let's rinse it off again. It is still beading without any problems. Here we have the plastic detailer inside and out. It has not changed further. So I believe that it was not in the top range in terms of hydrophobic properties from the beginning, and it hasn't really decreased here, but it hasn't improved either, as we haven't cleaned off any dirt, for example. However, with the plastic protectant, we can see that it is definitely performing a bit better. And about the tire shine gel, I think it's breaking down now too. So if you look here, look, if you've washed over this, when you spray both, you can still identify this well. I'm going to let the drops build up very slowly, and then you might say, I don't see anything here. But look, now you can see it very, very clearly. Look, so, I like this one the best. Now we have nothing here, and here we come to the plastic detailer, inside and out. You can't see any difference either. Then we come to the plastic protectant, and perhaps there is a minimal effect there as well. But here, after the wash, look, the tire shine gel. In this area, look, it doesn't bead as well as it did before. So we have definitely worn that off through the wash. It was also a special test because U-Sand, which is a tire care product, must always be clearly stated. Feel free to share your opinion below. What do you think of this little comparison? And even though it only lasted a week, I have to say that something has become a bit clearer for me. It is quite clear that a tire shine gel initially achieves the greatest visual effect, which is actually quite obvious, as the products are wonderfully designed for that purpose. But in terms of durability, they just can't keep up with these other products, and that has been clearly demonstrated now. So the tire shine gel, or all these tire products, really have a very, very nice color refreshment, or can have a good color refreshment. But in terms of durability on plastic, they simply lack the strength. They really need the rubber surface. This was just a test that I wanted to do for myself and for you. Then the plastic detailer, inside and outside, I would also say, is a quick cleaner with a bit of color refreshment, but let's say it doesn't provide long-term protection. Therefore, I might recommend using it for the door sides. Or if you say you don't need such a hydrophobic protection on the outside, you can also use it outside. However, I see it more for the interior. Then plastic protectant, here as I said, exclamation mark. I will definitely do a second test with a completely fresh bottle, with a fresh version, to see if mine has somehow aged. I will check that out for us again. And I will take that a bit out of the evaluation now. But here in the test, Sonax ceramic plastic sealant was really, really good. So, the product is one of my favorite products from the new, so to speak, expansion of the range at Sonax. I must say very clearly, very, very nice. We have confirmed that again. Until then folks, take care and see you in the next video. Your Sebastian. I wish you a wonderful start to the season. The sun is shining and I hope it will be warm in the coming days as well. Then everything will be perfect. Until next time, bye everyone.